Welcome back again to C5 Basics. Today I'd like to cover a topic that will really add a little bit of pizzazz and take a lot of workload off from your web building. And that's being able to modify the page types. Well, why would you do that? Simply, it's to add an element that repeats itself every time you add a new page. So that, for instance, if you have something common, like a logo or an image or some information that's common to every single page you're going to create of any one particular type, it will be repeated automatically so that you don't have to start from scratch or add a stack or use your clipboard or whatever the case may be. It's just done right away. Sounds attractive, doesn't it? Let's take a look at how it's done. You see on concrete5 websites, things like the site name, your menu, those typically carry from page to page. We don't have to worry about that. All that heavy lifting's done for you. But to take it past that point, let's explore page types and page defaults. We'll go to Dashboard, find Pages and Themes, and select Page Types. Now here are the page types currently used on the theme that we're demonstrating with. And as I mentioned, the right sidebar is an easy one for us to demonstrate with, so let's go to the default area. And here's the blank default of a right sidebar page. Let's edit that. And let's say going forward that on every right sidebar I'd like to have a logo showing. So I'll add a block, and for a logo, an image block will do best. I'll select the image from our file manager, choose, add. Well, there it is. Now I'm looking at that, it's a little off center for my taste. So I'll select it, choose design, and we can check alignment to be center. Oh, much better. Still a little bit vanilla. Let's try one more modification. With design, I'd like to add a border. The border style, I'm fond of double line, 3 pixel, and full all around the object. There we go. Now that shows up well on the page. Let's go up to editing, and here as soon as we exit edit mode, it is published. From this point on, every new right sidebar will have that logo and border showing on it. Let's leave page types and then return to website. Well, as you can see, here's our right sidebar, but nothing's there. Here's the hidden step that I'd like to point out to you. Don't miss doing this easy trick. Go back to Dashboard, Page Types, once again Defaults, we'll edit the page, and now if we select it, take a look at this very last item. It says Setup on Child Pages. This develops essentially just a list of all the pages on your website that already have the right-hand sidebar. I can select them one at a time or all at once and save. And now my page default is going to be applied to existing pages as well. A huge time saver. Again, let's return from page types to our dashboard, back to our website, and take a look. There it is, just as expected. Well, that's nice. We know that we can add it to existing pages. Let's double check that it is working when we add a new page. when we go up to Edit and hover, you can see Add a Subpage. Again, we're demonstrating right-hand sidebar, so let's select that. And for this test, let's creatively call it Test. We'll add that page. There we go. Once again, our element that we'd like all across the site is already there. I don't have to do anything extra. Hey, it's a terrific tool. It's easy to use, and I encourage that you try that as much as you can. Once again, as any item that you try or add on with concrete5, if you don't like it, take it off. Very easy. Speaking of taking it off, well, I'm not real fond of our test page. So let's go to Dashboard, Full Sitemap, select Test, and delete it right from there. Now this is interesting. Deleted pages are moved to the trash can in the sitemap. So if you make the tragic mistake of deleting a page, oh my gosh, you don't have to start from scratch. It's still there. Where's the trash can, you say? Well, it's not evident, but go over here to Options, Show System Pages, and now you see your sitemap is populated with all the behind the office background pages, including the trash can. You can restore from there. Good piece of information to know, because we all make mistakes, and this has a point that you can recover it from. Once again, it's easy to use. I encourage you to try it out. If you don't like the results, change it, move it, modify it. It's a snap with concrete5. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Adrian, your concrete5 Arvix web hosting liaison. If you have any topics that we haven't covered and you're curious about, feel free to drop me a note to adrian.rick@arvix.com.